All right, friends, it's T-Man. We back, bro. Oh my God, another video about Jason Blaha, the strength and fitness guru, the fitness industry guru. Yeah, the lifting gym recruiting lifting slave. We're gonna review this video because I know he's watching my videos, but whatever, man. So Blaha says, "Did you say Paleo man ate 80% plants as justification for plant-based?" Hell no, man. That's not what they ate.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would sit down and do another video for you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my water first. A beautiful radio voice going, and let's talk about this. All right, I had someone raise a point because they clearly didn't watch the video, but it raises the point because I did have a few people accuse me of that when I did that video a few weeks back discussing that it showed that paleo people were largely plant-based, like 80% plant.
Man, that's such that's such bullshit. Paleo people were plant-based. Okay, these so-called paleo people, caveman people, they were plant-based. I didn't see any plants on the walls when they were drawing Blaha. I didn't see anybody in these caves drawing plants on the walls. They drew spears and them killing animals. They ate animals, Blaha, yeah. They didn't farm. Where'd they get these plants from? Were they grazing on grass like cows? Is that what you're saying? Humans got on all fours and they grazed on grass? Is that what they were eating, bro, Blaha? Come on, man.
Based. I said, hey, that's interesting. But I made this video that came up.
Here's a question. If they're 80% plant-based, then why not just go 100? Hey? You know, you're so fucking stupid. If you stop eating meat at any time, you're going to become part of the vegan compilation where your hair and your pee-pee is falling out the window, bro. Get it?
It'll be, I guess, yesterday by the time this one comes live, or this morning. And I said it's ridiculous to use arguments about cavemen and other species and other stuff when discussing how we should eat today. That it's not a logical argument. It's not based on evidence. It is irrational. Okay?
Yeah. You have no evidence. You're making this shit up. But it's kind of obvious. Cooking is fake. It's man-made. It's not found in nature. Listen, Blaha, let me school you. Nature out there. Man's world in here in the city. The fake world, man-made world. In nature, no pots and pans, no cooking, bro. Raw animals running around. And herbivores. Carnivores and herbivores. Boom, boom, boom. Get it? Yeah, man. You understand me, bro? They don't live in the fake world. They didn't farm. There's any plants. You're not going to stop and eat fucking maple leaves off a tree, okay? All right?
You know, that hypocritical because you brought up the point before with the paleo stuff and then compared it to the people going on about Homo erectus being super carnivores. Because Homo sapien were never super carnivores. I'm like,
what are you talking about? They ate animals. Like every other being that was out there that ate animals. We ate animals, bro. What are you talking about? You understand me?
but it's not hypocritical because I didn't use it to say this is how we should eat. And when I made that video, I thought I made it quite clear. And we should be clear on this stuff.
All right, Blaha, then what should we eat then if we shouldn't eat that way?
Historic eating patterns are not how we determine what is optimal inside the human body.
And what do you determine that is optimal for human bodies?
Right? No more than we would go back and look at exercise patterns or whatever else from 10,000 years ago and say,
Look, Blaha, I know you come from a long line of slaves, okay? Eating a slave diet, okay? It's your family history. But look, man, I know you can't help it, okay? But truly in nature, before you became enslaved by these cities and villages and whatever the hell they were creating out there by man, There's a thing called nature and the law of nature. When you break the law of nature, you pay a heavy price. That's why everybody's teeth are falling out. That's why there's dentists, doctors, and pharmacies and hospitals waiting for you. Get it? Yeah, man. But when you eat meat, you don't need a dentist. You don't need a doctor. You don't need a hospital. You don't need the health food store or the pharmacy. Get it, dude?
This is what we should be doing right now to be optimal, right? That's not how it works. Again, some of that falls back under appeal to nature. The appeal.
Of course, you're a slave, so you've been eating a slave diet. It'll take your body. When you go back to your natural diet, it'll take a bit to adjust, but you'll find that you're gonna have mounds of energy on just eating meat and, well, seafood. I like seafood. But I live inland, so I can eat both. I eat seafood and I eat meat, so I eat a combination of both because I can. And that makes me even better because I got a choice of both worlds. Okay. You have an abundance of energy. You have so much more energy that you can't even imagine. The brain fog is gone. The brain is working. You sleep better. You conduct your business better. Your bones start to remineralize. Your muscles are fuller, stronger, better. Your skin gets tighter, better. You look better even. You look better on a natural diet, bro. Get it? Eating natural animals. Yeah. I know this is hard for you to compute, to understand. It's hard for you to understand, Blaha, but we're trying. We're trying to make you understand.
To nature fallacy, meaning because something occurs some way in nature, then it must be best. Well, that's ridiculous.
Of course it must be best. If it's based on nature, it is best. So you don't because if you break the laws of nature, then it's not the best. Get it? Yeah, man.
Nature is actually a never-ending set of failures, right? With only
nature is a never-ending set of failures. What are you talking about? You think man is better than nature? You're insane, bro. You're crazy.
A small rate of success.
It has a small rate of success, nature? You're fucked, bro. You're gone. Guys, Blaha's brain is gone, man. Look at him.
Victory.
Look at that smug look on his face. He's trying to brainwash you.
Successors, those are the ones who survive and pass on their genes.
It ain't you. It ain't you that's passing it on, bro. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got nothing because you got poor genes and you know it. You don't even want to pass it on. Nature doesn't want you to pass on your genes because they suck. It has prevented you from passing on your genes because the shit, bro. Get it?
It's a ridiculous argument because we should be looking and saying, hey, let's test and see what does what in the human body. Let's see which groups of people who currently live the longest, have the lowest rates of disease, eating certain rates. Let's eat foods in the lab and see what happens in your blood work. Let's see what happens in long-term clinical trials when different people follow different eating patterns. And we get really good data from that. That's useful. That's what we should be basing it on. The reason when I made that other video is that I stumbled across it, some of my interesting stuff of some research that had come through and a paper written up, was looking at that, and I brought it up to say that this debunks the nonsense that all of our human ancestors sat around eating ribeyes all day long, you know.
What do you think they ate then, Blaha? What do you think they did? What do you think they ate back then, huh? I know. They ate bread, right? They picked it off trees. It was growing in the forest. Man, come on.
There's this silly, ridiculous carnivore and caveman fad.
There were wild animals out there. We were hunters. We're apex predators. We hunt like lions. We ate wild animals. He can't accept the fact that that's what we did. He just can't accept being natural because he's so unnatural, this guy. He can't accept it.
Not based on reality. It's not based on real history. It's not based on biology.
Yes, it is. It's based on everything. It's based on reality. It's based on nature, and it's based on facts.
My point for that was to say that that's nonsense. It wasn't saying...
It's nonsense that we ate animals? Then what the fuck did we eat? Sand? Rocks? Bark? What the fuck? This guy's crazy.
hey, because we eat this way, we should. And I made that clear in the video, and people missed that. It was people literally.
No, with technology, we know now that meat is not deficient in any nutrients. It is not anti-nutrient either, like plants. And it has no sugar in it. Okay, bro? Yeah. It doesn't give you inflammatory responses. It doesn't destroy your teeth or your body or your organs or anything, or give you metabolic diseases and shit. Okay, bro?
Jumped up and made the same fallacy these carnivore type people make. They made the same fallacy. They assumed that because I said people ate that way, that I'm saying that that's justifying how we eat today. Even though in the video I said it isn't. Okay? Said it's an interesting fact. But we shouldn't base our eating behavior on that because it's a logical fallacy. That's not.
You know, everybody's trying to figure out why the Mayans abandoned their cities and these Aztecs. What made them abandon these cities? The problem was they stayed in one spot. At some point, I believe they might have been farming. They may have been farming in that area. They may have tried to farm and eat plants. But plants are very toxic. Humans need animals. And then when they starved and they got sick. They got sick and they starved or whatever. There were no animals in the area to hunt and eat. So they dispersed. They went into the jungle. They went back to nature. Here's what happens. When eventually these cities, they fail, and then they go back into nature. They crawl back into the forest where they belong. Nature. With nature.
How this works, right? It's not particularly relevant. I did find
In other words, their lifestyle wasn't sustainable. It's like these cities. Eventually, at some point, it just will not become sustainable. Everybody's going to become sick. These viruses are going to spread more and more. It's just going to get worse. Death rates are high. Birth rates are low. People becoming infertile. They're becoming gay, transgender, different sexes. All these weird things are happening to them. They're becoming mutated. Their genes are getting all messed up. Yeah. It's not sustainable. I don't know how much longer it'll be sustainable, but who knows?
interesting. What I found was interesting to me is that it was very similar to what I was already recommending. Not
This new Charmin Ultra.
because obviously we're not going to be eating the same foods those people were. We don't.
Eating the same food with people? What are you eating? You're eating engineered food and processed food. What are you talking about? You like eating that because it's your slave diet.
We have the same foods. We have better foods now. We have superfoods.
We have better foods now? We have superfoods? There isn't nothing better than natural food. Nothing.
It didn't exist back then. We have access to better nutrient density.
Didn't exist back then because we engineered these foods. We're engineering these fruits and vegetables, and we're processing food, and we're creating weird foods out of these things. These are better foods? We can't make anything better than nature. You understand me? Humans can't be better than nature. It's impossible. Nature is the best. And when you eat what is of nature, you'll be healthy and strong. But if you guys want to be weak and shitty and ugly like Blaha, keep eating his diet. Tofu, pasta, weird man-made foods. And fruits and vegetables and whatever else he's eating there.
Higher quality vegetables and stuff now than what existed in nature thousands of years ago. Way better, way higher vitamin and mineral content.
Absolutely not. They're a lot more sweeter. For sure. They're making them, but that's not our diet. That wasn't found in nature. That is engineered. You couldn't find these things in nature if you went out in the forest. They engineered them.
So again, we really shouldn't be caring about that to a large extent. I noted that it was interesting that it's very similar to what I think.
They're anti-nutrient. They got toxins in them. They're bad for you.
You know, I would tell people, 80 to 90% plant-based, 10 to 20% animal-based is probably pretty good for overall health, overall muscle growth, athleticism.
Just look at Blaha. Is it good? He's suffering from sarcopenia. He has autoimmune diseases, skin diseases. He's getting weaker, and he's shrinking. He's sarcopenia, and he's ugly, like the ugliest motherfucker you've ever did see. So how's that working for him? Okay.
all these things. It's actually pretty, just a reasonable, loose, very loose guideline. Okay, because it's all it is. It's a loose guideline, not something that you should sit down and start saying, "All right, you better calculate this down to this 20%." That's ridiculous. That's not even rational. Just saying it's probably, if you're eating a balanced, healthy diet, that's probably about where you're going to end up, loosely. But again, I made it clear that it's not a prescription, but because they ate that way, that's not a reason to do it. However, because the other side of this tries to claim that all of our ancestors lived on 90% red meat or something crazy and insane, which isn't true. Our species...
Yeah, they ate animals and they lived off them. Yeah, they did. Wild animals.
Has never, in any large demographic number, ever done that. Just like none have ever been absolute vegans either, right? Those would both be, they just have not really happened. It's been some small isolated tribes that were not particularly successful. They didn't build amazing health or amazing longevity or even particularly sizable populations who were...
Boy, there are more fruits today engineered that I have never seen since I was a kid. I mean, to tell you the truth, when I grew up, the stores were empty. They didn't have a lot of stuff. You had to go to a special depot to get cheese. And as far as these fruits and vegetables, I don't remember eating any fruits and vegetables. I was lucky even if I ate a banana. But I never liked fruits because I wasn't used to eating them. I wasn't fed them when I was a kid. There were vegetables around because people had gardens and they grew like stupid shit in their garden in the summertime or whatever. But I didn't really like I didn't like vegetables. My mom forced me to eat it. Forced my sister to eat fucking tomato soup and stuff. Man, we were crying, man. We were bawling like crazy because they were forcing us to eat that shit. That shit's toxic. Most of my years of growing up as a kid, I ate meat. I ate meat all the time. My mom would give me sausages and this and that. I would just constantly eat meat all the time. Everywhere I went, and I was full. I never felt hungry when I ate meat. So yeah, we even ate steak. We ate a lot of steaks because steaks were cheap in those days. We ate a lot of steaks. T-bone steaks, whatever, strip loin, you name it, bro. We ate a lot of meat. Yeah, we had bread. I mean, I would eat bread with butter. My mom used to give me like rye bread with butter on it. You know, yeah, I guess you could say rye bread. Better than white bread, but yeah, bread's not good for you though, man. There's seeds, crushed seeds too. But with butter on it, yeah, you know, I don't know.
Largely carnivore. They've been very small, tiny, isolated groups. By and large, our species, humans, have never done that. But they've also never been vegans either, right? So both of these extremes...
Vegan is man-made. It's fake. It's not found in nature.
Don't match historical patterns. But they try to pretend... They've tried to pretend that it does. And because they've done that, when you debunk it, people then presume that, oh, you must be saying then that we should be eating that way because of history. No, you should eat the way that the data shows it is healthy and beneficial for you to eat towards your various goals, whether they are longevity, lower cancer, or to be a competitive bodybuilder. You know, you should eat towards your goals based upon the evidence that is available, not some appeal to nature. But that tells you a lot about the mindset.
I don't need evidence. I experimented to see what this stuff would do to me. It fucking destroyed me, bro. I'm not talking about artificial fake foods. I'm talking about engineered fruits and vegetables. I know about these artificial man-made foods. They can destroy you. That's why you're constantly eating. You're hungry all the time. You're nutrient deficient. That's why you're aging. You're taking on more damage. You're aging because you're deficient in nutrients. That's why you look so old. I look better now because I'm getting I'm eating a high nutrient diet. Meat, bro, get it? Meat plus I can eat seafood. So I get both worlds, meat and seafood. I combine the two together. It makes me even better. I look much better. Everybody tells me your face looks better, looks younger. You're looking better, tighter. What are you doing? You got better skin, this. I just look and feel better all the time. Because the diet.
People, because even when you told them that, no, it's not that, they still just assumed that that's what you were saying. No, I was just simply debunking the other side's nonsense. Because not only does the real world data suggest they're wrong, very clearly, we need plants, we need vegetables, we benefit from them massively.
What do we need from fruits and vegetables? What do we need? What do we need? Why do we need them, Blaha? Why do we need them? If meat is not deficient, if cells only want, in a petri dish, if cells only want nutrients, your human body only wants nutrients, right? And meat is not deficient in any nutrient. It has all the nutrients that you need to live healthy and strong. Then why do you need these fruits and vegetables? Why do you need them? Why? Why do you need them? And these man-made engineered foods that you say are superfoods and shit. Why?
Massively benefit from them. Like, that's the data we need to just...
What can you benefit from them? They lack nutrients and they're anti-nutrient, okay? But meat is not lacking in anything and it's not anti-nutrient. So why? Please tell me, why do we need these fruits of it? This fucking asshole is just like when he tells you exercise is healthy for you. Okay, what makes it healthy for you? How is exercise healthy? You understand me? How is it healthy, you fucking dingbat? You ding-dong. So how are these stupid fruits and vegetables, which are anti-nutrient bad, how are they healthy? If exercise ages you, when you go to work, your factory job, and it fucking ages the shit out of you, how can doing a factory job, getting exercise, working in the factory, be healthy for you if it accelerates aging and wears the fuck out of you and ages the shit out of you, dude? What part is healthy for you there? Please explain this, Blaha.
Debunk their nonsense, but the simple fact that it also showed that their historical data is wrong also. Their diet is basically an ideology and a religion. It's not based on either modern science, nor is it based on history. It's based on nothing but an ideology and a crazy one, okay? Because even our ancestors didn't eat that way. Our ancestors ate high-starch diets, largely plants. And even though I say that is what most of us should probably be eating, it's not because of the historical context. It's because that's what the data shows, the modern data on modern humans. That's what we should be looking at. All right, guys.
The modern data, that's what it's showing us. It's not showing us that. There's stuff coming out all the time. He's making this stuff up.
That's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.
Man, he's too stupid to think for himself. No, it's not been informative, man. It's been uninformative. I'll see you in the next one. Touch, think about that, like, subscribe, support the channel, helps with the algorithm, broski. Blaha is really, he's insane, bro. Incredible. He's never tried anything by himself to experiment to see what these things would do to him. I already know what these things are gonna do to me, and I'm done with them. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.